So, welcome to how to be a no-code rockstar doing your SharePoint web parts and Microsoft Team tabs using PowerApps. My name is Olli Jääskeläinen. I'm a Microsoft MVP, Microsoft Certified Master for SharePoint, Microsoft Certified Trainer, and work in a partner company called Sulava. Sulava, which is located in Finland. Lost me again. Oh no. You can hear me now? No, just a bit. Maybe I speak up a bit. That's good. All right, I will try to do that. So I've worked for a company called Sulava. There is 80 of us, highly skilled professionals, very proud of what we do, including 4 MVPs. And I'm also Office 365 SharePoint user group Finland organizer. I highly recommend that you visit your local user group, go to their meetings, watch a few presentations, and chat with the participants. Highly recommend you do that. So let's get down to the business now. So first of all, your Power App needs to look professional. It needs to feel professional. Without that, you cannot really. Well, I've seen people, because I train how to use Power Apps, I've seen a lot of bad Power Apps. And this is the first like 5-7 minutes is how to make it look good. So what do you actually need when you want to make your Power App look good? First, dig out those company branding guidelines. They have information about the color schemes you need to use. They have information about logos, how to use logos, which kind of perimeters there is that you can use logo. Should it be up top or in the bottom left, or what is the correct place to put the logo in? And then you need to have a few good variations of those logos, like different color schemes, maybe a transparent background one, so that you can see in your Power App which actually works for you. Then you need a set of icons, because doing just buttons and text is kind of like, it's not intuitive. So you can use icons to make your Power App seem more intuitive to use. And then you take all of these and apply them to give your Power App a professional look. You do this at first. And then you are starting to actually build the Power App. And whatever you do, don't do any weird user experience. It's quite easy to do odd user experience. And if you are using your Power App, or if somebody else is using your Power App, and if it's like odd to use, it's not a good user experience. So fix it. All right, let's see how do you actually do it. Okay. How many of you have used the Power App Studio? Yeah, about 34%, I would say. Here you have, it's sort of like PowerPoint. You have the slide there. In Power Apps, they are called screens. Here is the different slides or different screens. And it's like an Excel that you have different properties. For example, this button here has a property called onSelect, and what happens, it navigates to another screen. It has also a property called, all sorts of different properties, for example, fill color and things like that. So this is one way. This is already built Power App. I have some sort of like company coloring there. It doesn't look very fancy, but it's clear to use, and it has the company logo on the bottom. Here's another example. This time I moved the company logo to the top left, and I made the header a bit taller because of that, so that everything fits there nicely. But if you want to go fancy, you can do things with the company colors. So basically, I have 2 colors in my color scheme. One is called primary color, and second one is called secondary color, and they are actually, when this first screen is launched, primary color and the secondary color are set, as you can see in the formula here. Set primary color, RGBA value, and the second color as well. Okay. So now I'm using colors, and it's starting to look better and better all the time. You can also play with themes. Unfortunately, you cannot make your own themes for PowerApps, but you can use standard themes like here, or you can use the Office themes like here. I'm usually using something like this light standard or the gray Office, because I want my components to have like not very strong colors which go against the color scheme of the company, right? Then you add icons. Here are some icons I'm using. I don't know what this app is actually doing. That's what you should know. But I have icons and some text, and you can click the icon or the text, and then you do something, go to another screen at that point. I also moved the logo here down at the bottom, and if I want, I can have, for example, terms of use there. If you click that, it will take you to a web page. And how to get those icons, I will show you one quick tip. And the tip is here. Use just PowerPoint. Inside the PowerPoint, there is a feature called icons. You insert icons, and there is a set of icons that you can use in your Power App. What I do, I take the icons from here, I copy them to clipboard, and then I use paint.net and paste them in there, so that I have the icon as a file. And then when I have the icon as a file, I can insert that into the Power App. So if I go to File, I have Media here, and I have all sorts of different files here, which I can use in this app. All right. So that was very quick how to make your Power App look good. Let's go into how do you actually add Power Apps into Microsoft Teams and SharePoint, so you can put your apps where your content is. These are the things you need to know. Power Apps can be used in Teams tabs. The second place Power Apps can be used are SharePoint web parts. There is a Power App SharePoint web part in the modern, and you can use the embed web part on the old classic version if you want. There is two types of Power Apps which can be embedded like this inside the SharePoint or Teams experience, and they are Canvas-based Power Apps. The Power App we just saw was a Canvas-based Power App. And then there are SharePoint list-based Power Apps, where the Power Apps is taking the place of the list form. You will see this soon. So how do you do it? So I have created an app. You will see it more closely soon. But this app has a detail page here, and the bottommost one is App ID, as you can see. It has also this web link. If you want to put it, just a link to the Power App somewhere, it's usable as well. But there is the App ID, which I'm using here now. So now I'm in my new Ignite intranet page, and I want to add the Power App there. So what I do is that I add a new web part, and I search for Power App web part, and then I simply insert the link, the GUID, the ID there, and it's done basically. So now you have the Power App inside the SharePoint experience, inside your modern intranet, for example, and it's not so difficult to do, as you saw. So I can use the Power App here. Well, I have some feedback, yes. What is my feedback? There are some audio problems. Please fix them. And I will give that to IT. And then I hit send, and it will say, thank you for doing that. Start over if you want. That was a simple, fluid user experience. And it also works on your mobile device because the PowerApps was first meant to be used in the mobile device, and then we have the web part to do the same. Okay. So what actually happened there is that I have this list inside the SharePoint. And here on the bottom, there is this problem with the audio, as you can see. So it simply inserted the list item inside the SharePoint list. And as you can see, there are other columns. I have assignee, I have status, things like that as well. All of them don't need to be visible in the user interface all the time, just when you need them. All right? So here is the actual app inside the PowerApp Studio. These are basically those images. The images have different, like the property, which is the actual image. Here it's called feedback, and it's coming from let's show you the media. I could also use a URL for the image, but I have these 3 images in this app. And it's using the file name without extension as the name here. So this is one screen, and it looks pretty good, I think. And then when I press this or this button, no, sorry, not button, but control, we will get into this one. And this is actually a SharePoint, PowerApps form, which is tied into this SharePoint list. And if I open the form, just a minute. Here is the form. See the properties, data, feedback. You can see that I'm using feedback, category, and title there. But you didn't actually see the title there. That's because it's invisible at the moment. But the title happens to be a required column by default in SharePoint. You can take it, you can change that using PowerShell, but not via code. Sorry, not with that code. So I'm not going to, instead what I do here, sorry, I don't want to show it to the user because it's only 255 characters long. So what I do is that I have somewhere here, one of these is the value for the default value for this title will be first 30 characters, so left, which value, first 30 characters of what is written in the feedback field here. I can do all sorts of changes here if I want. For example, I can use different amount of columns. I'm not going to mess this up now, but I can do more than one column in a form. All right, but let's now move forward, and let's move forward for, I'm back. For how do you do it in Microsoft Teams then? This is how do you do it in SharePoint. In Teams, this is IT team inside Teams. I will add a new tab, which is PowerApps. I will find the correct app. As you can see, I have done some, but I know that it is this. And now I have another Power App, and this is inside Microsoft Teams as a tab. This is actually tied to the previous one. It's using the same list as the previous app was using, so there are some audio problems, please fix them. So it's over there. And if I click it, I have another form, and this time I have another set of fields visible. I have, for example, I can say that, well, Katja is pretty far away, but let's try it anyway. I said assignee Katja Jokisalo, actions needed. Well, Katja could put there something and some response for the user as well. And we have the status there as well. Let's move it to assigned and hit save. And here you go. Now I want to show you one of the practices, or bad practices. This text, this assignee here, goes on top of the other text. You should always fix these things. But as you know, or you will soon know that I actually made these demos this morning, so I haven't had all the things fixed yet. All right, so we have a Power App now inside Microsoft Teams. It was very easy to add there, as you could see. 10. How does this Power App looks like? Well, it has two different screens. It has the main screen, and inside the main screen there is a gallery component which is querying this feedbacks list from SharePoint, stating that category value should be IT, and it's ordered by ID column of the list. You can also see this green, this blue, you cannot really see it well, but let's try to. So there is a delegation warning. When you have delegation warning, it means that it cannot perform the whole operation in the back end. And if you have something, and the maximum number of items returned is 500. So if I'm filtering a list and it has more than 500 items, there is a possibility that it won't be, the correct ones won't be present there. So in that case, I should do something else. Maybe save it to another list, which is only IT, like have a flow, save the feedback to an IT feedback list, so I could get around this problem. All right, let's continue. I'm still here. Here is another example. So this is HR team instead of being, it should be in HR team, yeah. And in HR team, I have HR feedback. And this is actually a list, the same feedback list, one view of that list, which is HR view, which only shows HR items from the feedback list. And in here, you can have a Power App experience as well. This is actually SharePoint experience inside Teams, but since this feature isn't the new feature of having SharePoint lists inside Microsoft Teams isn't available in my tenant, so I'm using the direct web link to the list view actually, and it works just fine. But I have the Power App there as well, and it's kind of like not ideal at this point, but it is a Power App because you can see there is a cat, so that's not part of the normal experience of SharePoint. So let's look that same inside SharePoint. So this is the HR view of the feedbacks list. And here, if I open this feedback, I have the Power App embedded here. So you can go to the SharePoint list and hit the Power Apps button there and say customize form. And at that point, when you are customizing forms, you get this kind of experience, which is require more work than what I have done for it. So don't do this. It looks odd. Don't do it like this. Fix it. All right, let's get back to the slides. And the slide we are getting back is conclusion. So start with a professional look and feel. And that requires that you get those company branding guidelines, you get the logo and some icons, and then you build a solid user experience. And after that, you can embed your Power Apps to Microsoft Teams tabs, to SharePoint web parts, and SharePoint lists, as you saw, and also to Power Apps mobile application. I will be here if you have any questions, but please, please, please evaluate this session. Thank you.